Hello, this is Serum. I am back. It's my second attempt here. I was getting really bad lag from fraps for a second there. Alright, I have a new project that I want to work on. I've been taking all my netherrack for it, and we are now heading to the nether. I've been working on a Pigman trap now. I already have so many traps that I figured I needed a few more. This one's to get gold, basically. Get all those little nuggets and collect them up. And I've already built a track out there, and I've built the base for it. It's going to be a bigger project, so it might take a while. But I just basically want to start working on the levels, and I figured I'd do a little bit now so you could see what I was doing, and I could explain it. And then I'll probably just finish the rest off camera because it'll take a while. It might take a few days at least. So yeah, I've been kind of busy. I had my son's preschool graduation. He starts kindergarten next year. And so we had this preschool graduation yesterday, so I was kind of busy with that, so I didn't get time to record. And yeah, that kid, he had a fit yesterday. After we picked him up from school, he didn't want to go home and shower. He likes to shower, not bathe, which is kind of weird for a 5-year-old, but he prefers taking showers over baths. So we got home and we told him he had to take a shower because he was all sweaty, and he's like, no, I don't want to, and he was all angry about that, and started having a fit, and then it just continued through the rest of the night. And when we went to drop him off for his thing, you know, for his graduation where they were singing and stuff, which was really cute, he basically like just had a fit and didn't want to have anything to do with it. And it was, and you know, the teacher kind of took over, and she got control of him, and we went and kind of waited, and they were going to get up and sing and everything, and he showed up, and he was finally not having a fit, and you know, the teacher seemed to have gotten him under control. And then they start singing, and he knew all the words and everything, but as soon as they started singing, he didn't want to have anything to do with that, and he just stood there, and all the other kids are singing, and he's just standing there looking blankly off into space. And it was just kind of like, oh, this is embarrassing. But then, you know, I was like, well, maybe nobody will notice. Oh, by the way, what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of making like a 2-wide path or 3 for the pigmen to spawn on. And then I'm going to have a gap with signs through here, which I forgot to grab. And they'll, according to what I've seen online, they'll think that there's actually a platform to walk on, and they'll step out and basically fall, and they'll just fall to their death. And I'll have train tracks here to zoom around and collect all the gold and stuff as they die. So we'll see how it works. I've never tried one of these before. But so yeah, we went, we're watching, and we're like, oh, this is kind of embarrassing. He's not participating. And I was like, well, nobody really can tell because he's in with a group of other kids standing up there. And then, like, part of the song, like, they're singing, and they, like, all bend down to, like, touch their feet during, because the song had something to do with that. I don't know what. I don't really remember because I was too embarrassed. But, and he just stands there. So, like, he definitely stood out at that point as the kid who wasn't participating. But that's my son. He's stubborn. If he doesn't get his way, he will fight tooth and nail and let you know he is not happy. So he gets that from his mom. She's stubborn too. He's also very smart, which he gets from his mom, and that's why he's stubborn, because he's too smart for his own good. So yeah, this will be the gap here. So I'm not sure how I'm going to have to probably bridge this. I suppose I can jump up over there to get to the other side. For now, though, I'll work on it on this side. Just easier. So yeah, and then after that, he was in a better mood. They had a potluck outside, but I got eaten alive. The mosquitoes were just horrible because it was right by the woods, and it was in the evening. And I am just, I mean, mosquitoes just love me. They can find me in a crowd and just eat me alive. And my dad too. I get that from my dad. And so my dad and I were just getting eaten, and we also react pretty badly to mosquitoes. So we both get pretty welty, get giant welts from the mosquitoes that itch like crazy. But it actually wasn't too bad last night, but the welt wise. But I got just swarmed by mosquitoes and eaten alive. So I itched today like crazy. And my son was climbing a tree, and I happened to look up as he was climbing the tree. Oh, it's getting leggy. I don't want to fall. And just as I look up, I'm like, man, he's gonna, if he tries to step forward, he's gonna fall out of that tree. He wasn't real high up, but probably about 4 feet up. But I'm just like, don't step forward, don't step forward. And then I see him kind of stepping forward, and I was like, he's gonna fall. And so I started to sit up to kind of run over there to stop him. And just as I did, I saw him, boom, fall right out of the tree. And he basically, his shirt got pulled up as he was falling out of the tree, and his back was kind of raked along the bark. So he scratched up his elbow and his back really badly. And, you know, at first he just had that stunned look, and I was like, oh, you know, maybe it's not too bad. And then all of a sudden the waterworks start, and he's, ah! So then we, basically at that point I figured he had already, was pretty tired and crabby all day, so I figured it was time to go. And of course we're walking out of there with my kids screaming while all the other parents are eating, and of course, you know, making our grand exit as we always do with a screaming kid, because my son never leaves any place, any of these events, happy. So yeah, it was a typical event for us with my son. Can't go anywhere without something happening. My little Dennis the Menace. But he kind of looks like him too, blonde-haired little kid. But yeah, so that was about all I did yesterday. You know, what I've been planning for the most this week. And today is Friday, and I took the day off, and my son and I went biking, and it was really hot out, but definitely nice. Oh crap. Oh, I'm not liking this. Okay, go away, go away. Leave me alone. Just keep going, you freaky little sick cat. That's what it sounds like, a sick cat. So yeah, these are the gaps. They'll spawn here and then hopefully fall through. And then I'll try to line up the tracks down there, so I can just zoom through and collect everything. Don't like being on netherrack with those things flying around though, because I'm pretty sure that it's going to shoot at me here and I'll go falling to my death. And I don't want it to destroy this either. Go away, go away. Haha, got it. Oh, look at that. I rock. Okay, so anyway. So yeah, it was, you know, quite the day yesterday, and fun today. I was getting the bikes out of the car to go biking, and I got my bike out, leaned it against the car, and I kind of saw it was looking like it might rain, but it didn't look like a big rain cloud, so I was like, well, it'll pass, so I don't mind getting a little wet. And then I was getting my son's little trail-along bike that connects to the back of mine. And just as I'm getting his out and trying to unfold it, all of a sudden it just downpours, like, just crazy. And here I am, like, oh, just, my wife's with, and she's, like, running to the car and hopping in, and my son's running around, and he jumps into the car. And I'm like jumping into the car with my son's tag along or trail along, or whatever the hell they're called. And I'm trying to fold it up so I can get it into the car with me. And I couldn't get it folded up, and I'm just getting drenched with rain. And I eventually got into the car, and we closed up the doors, and my bike's still sitting out there just getting rained on, and it was just coming down like crazy. But we ended up just hanging out, and it did pass pretty quickly. Within about probably 5 to 10 minutes it was over. And then we got out and we went biking, and Got muddy as hell, but it was fun. It was really muggy though after that. It's about, I think, 87 today, but just with that rain, it just was really bad. Ah, crap. But yeah, it was, oh, there's a big blob down there. One of those Pigman cubes. So yeah, it was a fun day though. I feel so wore out though, because it's my only one, like my second bike ride of the year, or third bike ride of the year, and I just feel drained. Not in the best of shape yet. It's gonna take me a while. This is life in Minnesota. Is you spend most of the year like hidden away in your house, and then those couple months when it's nice and warm out, you go outside and try to get back into shape from the winter, from sitting in front of the computer all day long. And it used to be a lot easier to do, but it's getting harder. And I am out of netherrack. Wonderful. I did not bring nearly enough. Oh, I almost fell through. So yeah, and this is all half slabs right here, so nothing will spawn down here. Eventually I'm going to put half slabs all along there, or else run the wall all the way up, so we're not getting shot at when they're down here. I haven't really decided how to do it yet. But yeah, that's about how it's going to be. I'll probably continue it without recording, just because it's going to be boring to watch, and I'm running out of stuff to talk about because I got a boring life. Yeah, stupid pigmen. Yeah. Let's shoot this thing. Yeah, I miss the days when zombie pigmen gave cooked beef. That was nice. That would make this trap even better. Because I'm mostly just after the gold. I can get the rotten flesh from zombies. And there's plenty of zombies out there. But, you know, I just want the gold. But it would be pretty awesome if they still had the cooked beef that they dropped when they died. Or cooked pork it was, I suppose. Because they're pigmen, not cowmen. But, yeah, oh well. Either way, you know, eventually it looks like the villagers will trade rotten flesh for things. I saw that in the video, so if that's the case, I got plenty of that to sell to get gems, so works for me. But anyway, I am your Minecraft Serum, and I will see you next time.